Good morning, everybody. It is like 8:45, so the Goodwill just opened. I'm making my rounds, and today is sourcing Saturday. We're going to be sourcing shoes primarily for this channel, as well as we'll take a look at a few coats and maybe some bags if we're lucky to come across some. And let's get that intro started. Why did I have to get that basket this morning? Oh shoot, ran into something. Alright, so let's go ahead and start on the men's side and then just kind of work our way down. It looks like we got a lot of shoes here, so I'm gonna just cherry pick kind of, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys what we find. The funny thing is, I came across these exact same ones at the other Goodwill last week. Looks like nobody wants them. Comps are not there. But yeah, these are pretty beat up as well. Still not finding anything. Still got a few aisles to go. So here's one of my favorite brands to find, SAS, but unfortunately it's all about the condition. So we got pretty heavy wear there. Not to mention they're white, so we got a bunch of dirt and toe creasing. So we're gonna leave these behind. Only $9.99, but I mean, in order to get top dollar, you want to source some stuff that's in stellar condition, you know. Oh well. Found some Adidas Ultra Boosts. The condition looks like they have a little bit of wear. $20. I'll go ahead and put the comps, but I still have to decide whether or not these are worth picking up at that price, just because the condition isn't the best. So we'll see. I'll do some research here in a little bit. What do you guys think for the collection? I don't know. Looks like it's a throwback, but there's no tag on it. The comps aren't really too great, but I figured it'd be a cool hat to go skating in. So I might pick that up for myself. We'll see. Did not find anything in the bags, but I was just looking through the jackets. Not really too great comps, but I guess it's worth noting if you can find this cheap. This is the Goodwill one at $5.99 for this. I'm gonna go ahead and check this retro Asics. Thought that was kind of cool. I dig stuff like this. And then found a Element skateboarding jack. I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and look into that again, and then get out of here to the next spot. Alright guys, we're back at the same spot where we found those Nike Transformer shoes last week. See if we can recreate the magic here. This guy's about to run me over. He's blasting that music if you can't hear it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get in here and then go from there. Alright guys, so just looking around right now. Thought these were pretty cool. Nike Roshi sneaker boots. They want $20. I think the closest comps were $39. Do have quite a few basketball shoes here, but for the most part they're kind of pricey. So, but I'll go ahead and show you. Actually, are these Doc Martens over there? I'll go ahead and show you guys what I have in my basket. I think these are just knockoffs. And yeah, let's go ahead and check that out now. While I was making my way down to the basket, check these out. Ferrari shoes. Oh, I guess it's Puma. Collab with Ferrari. Puma has not been doing too good in terms of resale. I mean, I haven't found anything too profitable. But if you guys have, please feel free to leave some comments down below. I know the collabs usually do good, but just the run-of-the-mill Pumas, not so much. You know me, I'm a hat guy, so we gotta check out the hats real quick. Not seeing anything. Okay, so we found these Jordans. I'm gonna post the comps on, not too great. Also, they have some wear. I'm not sure if you can see in the toe box, like a little nicks in the actual fabric of the shoes. And we found these randomly walking in, Doc Martens in brown. Relatively good grip. I want $14.99. Let me go ahead and put the comps there. And then we found some clothing, some old school starter gear. So that was kind of cool. As well as some pro player Texas Tech. and members only. I used to flip these back in the late 90s in high school to make some money to go to Taco Bell. And this is a Jordan vest. It's obviously overpriced. You can probably find better deals at Marshall's than Ross, but I'm gonna go ahead and check it out either way. So one running shoe I was kind of surprised were these ASIC Gel Nimbus 18s. If you guys are having trouble finding what you're looking at in a thrift store online, good strategy is to go on the tag, and you'll have a stock number. All I gotta do is just plug that into the eBay app and it should pull it up for you. I just noticed this tear though, so that's gonna be a no-go for me. Another thing, guys, going over these leather shoes, you gotta give them a test. Can't really do this with one hand, but you have to bend them. See, they don't start breaking. So that's a no-go for me as well. So it's a good tip to keep in mind. You don't want to sell your customers damaged goods, you know. This is another random find. I'm not really too familiar with Reebok anymore, but the Reebok Tech Sharks, these are women's, $7.99. Put the comps there for you. Looks like the men's do a little bit better, so these could potentially be something of interest. You find them in men's out there, so there you go. Alright guys, check these out. Ken Griffey's, but they are tiny, like 3.5 youth, grade schools. Usually when I try to pick up kids shoes, I stick to 6 through 7. Those seem to be pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna have to kind of make a decision here whether or not I want to pick these up. The comps are good, just the sizing is pretty rough. I'm just about to wrap up everything here. Now we're just scanning stuff for FBA. Look at this, still new. That is funny. Anyways, not seeing anything worth scanning really. I'm gonna go check out the electronics next. So that Goodwill blessed us with some more fire this week. Those Ken Griffey's and Ken Griffey Juniors in the grade school size. I was able to get them for $5.99. Looks like the past comps for $59.99. But you know, being a smaller size, I really don't think I'll get that. But I think there's still good money to be made on there. Now we're on our final stop. The Salvation Army from last week that likes to write on their shoes with markers. Why am I back here? Well, in my experience, at least in the Salvation Armies in my area, there's always some really good stuff for FBA. I've been trying to make more of a push this month, as well as this upcoming year. I am going to try to find the stuff locally in a thrift store. I'm not really big into retail arbitrage for FBA. So yeah, that's why I'm back here. And you know what the hey, it's on the way. So according to my little route that I take, why not poke your head in? You never know. See, we got these Janowskis. They're still here from last week. Not seeing anything too wild yet. Let's see here. Arrow. Okay, let's go ahead and cherry pick here and then check some comps if there's anything worthwhile. So they finally used metallic marker for once. These are the old school Nike Shocks. Unfortunately, pretty beat up, as they should be, kind of old. I'll go ahead and put comps, so if you do come across some of these in relatively okay condition, you know, check them out for sure. It's a shame though. And of course, we go through the t-shirts just for sheer entertainment. Don't really source tees, but I mean, look at this design. It's hilarious. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this one last time. This one's still here as well. Okay, so that was the end of that. Didn't find anything really in there. But you know, that's all right. Not every spot's gonna be a winner. I am gonna get ready to go get all the gear from the Jeep. up into my place, and I will see you guys there. There you have it, man. There goes the reason why I need to be going into thrift stores more often. As you couldn't tell, I do a lot of retail arbitrage with the new shoes behind me. But I started off thrifting since I was, in high school. I always loved it. I kind of lost my ways and I got into this stuff. But I kind of miss going into thrift stores and just finding deals. So without further ado, this week's find, these Ultra Boosts. Comps are anywhere from 100 plus. Now these are not in the pristine condition that the other ones were fetching, those high dollars. You see a little blemish right there. But they are still very popular online, so I felt very comfortable paying 20. Usually I cringe at that price, but these I definitely will make my money back. Just got to give them a quick cleanup, that way they look fresh. And also the honorable mention, Ken Griffey Jr.'s grade school for $5.99. And these are actually in very excellent shape, so I was kind of surprised the shape that these were in. But definitely check out kids' shoes. There are some pretty good ones out there. You just got to put the work in and do your research. Alright guys, that's all the time we have. If you enjoyed the video, click like, hit the sub button. Really helps the channel out. And I'll see you guys in my next thrift video.